Hey, hello, welcome to Trends and Supports. So this is a different video I'm making, and you can see that last few months, in even few days, PSU banks are moving up, and people are asking why this is moving up, and can we invest now and now? Oh. It's not a good idea you are investing on the top, but who knows that which one is the top or which one is the bottom? So nobody knows that. So as per me, as per my analysis, I am always following some criteria that only I invest once I get a breakout on any stocks or index. Otherwise, if I convinced that I'm getting a bottom on these stocks or some type of supports, all depend on my drawing that's on trend lines. So I'm using I have been practicing these trend lines last 5 to 6 years, and after that I got these techniques. Then I never depend on any other indicators or any other technical tools. So this is the only tools I am using, I have been using, and you can see the result from my charts and my analysis. So if you want to know more about this techniques or trend lines, drawings and all, I have been conducting the class since 1 year now. This is the fourth batch is running, and next batch will start on this next month, that is February 2026. The seats are very limited because I cannot afford more than 20 peoples. So because this is only based on the drawings and all, that will be all drawings are coming from these trend lines. So it will take time to understand the way of the drawings and how the charts behave as per the drawings. So that will explain all in the classes, and if you are interested, you can book the seats for the next class. And now let's go to check this what our nifty PSU banks are telling, that is the PSU banks charts are telling to you. Okay, so this is the nifty PSU banks chart. This is monthly chart, and I moved towards this weekly chart. So these are the weekly chart, and last time I mentioned that by PSU banks, and PSU banks are getting a breakout, that is based on this line. That is, you can see I noticed here this range, that is it was trading below. Once this cross here and it moved upward here and came down, and it was bounced back from here. That time I mentioned that we are getting a breakout and PSU banks may move upward, and the targets are ahead, and I marked the targets on basis of this pattern. See, this is the early identification of pattern is more important for the what to call for it will give you a early sign of what a stocks or an index can tells you. So I got this chart as per this inverted head and shoulder pattern. That is a bullish sign of any stocks or index. And you can see the next movement onwards, and even the results and all supporting our analysis, and the banks their earnings sorry, and even the governments are supporting more what we can see in the lot of policies. So I'm not going inside this type of things, and only chart wise we can check now. So I will mention I'm not mentioning this is the part 1 videos, so I will explain the more about this separate stocks wise. I will explain in other videos. Now I am only explaining about this PSU bank index. So you can see I got this breakout, and I mentioned lot of channels and all whatever I am sharing in I think 5 to 8 channels in my view and charts. So all the channels I explained, we are getting we got a breakout, and the PSU bank will move on. So you can see each movement. See, the stock always can move like see one upward movement, and there they make a base camp. Then they got a fuel from here. That means the weak hand will remove this side, and the strong hand will push the stock upward. So this is the way most of the stocks will go. and some places some of these investors or medium term players, they will book their profit here, and again this calls as a flag and pole. Here also flag and pole, this one here small flag and pole, and move upward. So this the way that the stocks are moving or index are moving. So you have to identify these things and in advance or otherwise. If you open the charts, you can see it's in your eyes, you can see all these things. So it can now the PSU banks close above this 8940 range. That one also good sign, and it can go up towards 10,000 plus. So I'm positive on any other upward movement. Even we will have an upward movement, and if you check this separate charts of separates stocks, even that one also tell you the upside movement. Now, if you ask me if you can I invest now, so I will say no. But you can wait for some retracement, then you can invest partially. That's it. So these are the stocks wise my chart, and why should you invest in PSU Bank? So I already mentioned here this one, that is inverted head and shoulder. But in the previous, I think 2 years or back, I mentioned that invest in PSU banks, and a lot of my investments are around 50 to 200 percentage of profit now, because you see I identify this pattern here. This was the weekly inverted head and shoulder pattern, this one. So you see that breakout here, and the only first breakout here, and the first target is this one. So this was the previous target, that is the breakout is here, the 3000 range, and you can see it made double, more than double here. So that is the way you can identify the chart. And now let's see this weekly charts. It's a flow, we are saying the flow. This was the previous flow of these stocks. So flow means it's move like inside a it's like a river or in a road. So there is two boundaries of this movement. So one is this called the lower side, we are calling as a support, and the upper side we are calling as a resistance. So this flow was these two lines here, and this one. So this will still remaining to complete. That means we entered into this flow here, and you can see the upward movement from afterwards. So here you can see after it's entered, and there is a profit booking here, and after that we can go on, and it's moving upward. So the flow, this one, the next flow will complete around, it's not complete, there is another extensions also there. So it will be mostly can test 10,000 plus, 10,200 or 300 plus. So we cannot say that it will test, it may test, because the market always behave its own ways. So nobody is perfect to predict that it will go and test this. So I'm just giving my assumption according to this chart. So these are my views of index of PSU banks. And if you ask me you can invest, then I will always say that if it's come near a retracement, that range, you can invest. And now I am showing you some PSU banks, and I included one private banks, that is my favorites bank, and I'm holding that one, and I'm getting around 230 percentage of profits. Okay, let's go to check the some of the charts of PSU banks. So these are my list, and I have already invested these stocks, the RBL banks, all stocks I already given in the groups, and so many groups also I shared all these things, all these stocks, and almost all are running now around 100 50, otherwise 100 or 150 200 percentage. So recently also I added some of these stocks. So this RBL banks, I already, you can see the charts and all. So I will explain the next video what we can do, or what the stock is running, and which side it's moving, and what the targets we can explain expected. So and this in a short view I'm saying that this is the channel it was made, and we are trading above this. So the this one still we are in a positive. RBL Bank last time I mentioned to bring added lower side support line. It's something like 148 or I didn't remember. So you can check my calls. And next one is like SBIN. This is the wonderful chart, and SBIN you can see this is following monthly charts. So these targets are already marked. Some are I am using for intraday purpose. So it made a breakout here 385, and you can see the run. So one by one I explain in the next videos only. So this will be only a small videos, not a small video, but the chart wise I will explain later on. The next one is Union Bank. Recently I mentioned you can add this one because I got a cup and handle breakout here, that is around 166. And see this one. And those who already knows that what is the power of cup and handle breakout, they will knows about the movement and all. Okay, so the next one is coming Bank India, and this one also got a breakout in cup and handle. This one, that one previous time I mentioned this 122 range. This was my last that is 2025 Diwali peak. So I already gave only three Diwali pick. One of this is Bank of India, and the other one is National Aluminium. National Aluminium around 60 percentage or more we got already. That's in a very few months. Okay. So the next one is PNB. PNB also. So don't mind about too much lines. So PNB, this was the previous breakout, and that already mentioned that 120 121 range. So that was the cup and handle. As per my view, that was the cup and handle breakout, but still we have some resistance, and targets are remaining. So I will explain the next video that one. And the Canara Bank, the best and best. So this is splitted one, so you cannot see that much of things in my chart. I will explain in other video using other what to call in other charts. So last time it gave a breakout in 127, and I mentioned that one in so many groups that we got a breakout in the Canara Bank 127. You can see the moment still now. That's a huge profit till now running, and we have a lot of targets ahead. And the next one is Bank of Baroda. That is a very good chart as well, and slightly you can see those you who knows that the Bank of Baroda chart. So this is big inverted head and shoulder in weekly chart. So my full flow target is 313 range already met. That was the investment last given year, 230 range after I got a breakout. That's running very nicely. And the next one is Cub. Cub means City Union Bank, and this was my previous bet on last year, that I got a breakout here this way. So 175 range, and the weekly breakouts, my target is 30, 50 and 100 percentage plus of this breakout. That means once I get a weekly breakout, I am looking for 30 to 50 to 100 percentage of profit. You can see 175 to 300 plus. It's already you got around 70 plus 80 plus or something. Okay, you can calculate that one. Still I'm not happy of it. I'm happy now, but still I already booked some profit here with 300 range. I am holding the remaining one. Okay, so next one is South Indian Bank. This one is the best wealth creator in my PSU bank. This is monthly. You can. I'm not saying anything buffing or something. No, what's called? Okay, something like. So I invested here 11.2. I shared my view and shared my targets and entry and everything in so many groups. So people already invested, they knows that, and it was we got an entry here 11.2 range, and the targets mentioned here around 30 to 30, 28 to 31 was the previous targets. And later on I mentioned that this one we entered into another flow, and we will heading towards 48 to 50 range. So you can calculate 3x to 4x return in South Indian Bank. And the next one is IDFC First Bank. Last entry is around 56 to 54 range. Still the targets remaining, and it will go up. All this will explain in the next videos. And the next one is Indian Bank. That was the one of the fantastic charts and one of the fantastic stocks. So the entry was around here 142, and you can see the full flow target. This is my full flow target of 6. This was the previous targets here, 630, and you can see the after the breakout as well. Same way, one of the chart is getting a breakout, so we will explain that in the next video. So the return you can imagine now 140 to 890 range, so you can imagine the returns. And the DCB bank, this one also I mentioned to buy around 100 range. So I think 114 or 100 something like that. It's already, yeah, 100 I think, already given around 90 percentage of profit here, and still the flow is remaining. So hold on, hold on, hold on, don't book full. And next one is that Karur Vaishya, one of the actually after my phone is changed, so this I lost this charts, but still I will explain the next video why and how this will moving upward and what is the targets ahead. Okay, so this is the one of the best investment I made. And the next one was Federal Bank. That is I already mentioned the one of the private bank I am holding, and the best one is here. So you can see the recent result also, it was very good, and entry was around 87 88 range. Still I am holding this one more than a good percentage wise. Okay, so these are the some stocks, and I am holding, and the best stocks I found in the PSU banks. So I will explain chart wise for each and every stocks in next maybe 1 or 2 3 videos. We can cover that all banks positions. Hope you get these small ideas, and whoever is afraid to hold this type of stocks, please don't book full. Always keep some stocks in, and there is a words from what to call someone, I don't know. And don't kill your riding horse. So people are always holding their losing stocks. They will hold maybe 40%, 50%, even 80% of loss, still they are holding. But they will early book their riding horse. That means they got 20%, 30%, they book and out. But that can give you 100%, 3x, 4x returns. So don't try to book your holdings 100%. So that's it from my side, and hope you get some ideas about the PSU stocks and PSU index. And those who are holding, always keep in mind these things, and we can see you in the next videos, and you can wait for me on the next stock wise chart. I'm not giving any advice, I'm giving my suggestions only. And if you want more what to call chart wise details, you can pick me, or you can message me in my WhatsApp numbers, and I'm always available. So still now I'm closing now. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and you can share these videos or my channels to others. It can help them. Thank you for watching.